What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels, and today... Oh, I didn't plug in my microphone. Today... Hello? There you are. What's today? What do you guys think today is? Do you think today's Thursday? I think it's Thursday, too. May 2nd. Is it May 2nd? Let's make sure. Oh, my God. Today is starting off... This show is starting off fantastic. I got it right. Today's Thursday. It is indeed May 2nd. I went to the Clippers game, Game 5. I brought 3 9-year-olds, my son and his 2 little best friends. The Clippers got crushed. They got absolutely crushed, folks. The Stars disappeared. Couldn't score shit. Oh, man. We'll see. They certainly missed Kawhi last night because if Harden's not hot, Paul George isn't hot, and there's no Kawhi to save him, they're not going to get very far. Folks, what's going on? What are we doing? Today's another one. This is becoming an annual thing. Not an annual thing, a weekly thing where my Thursday shows are extraordinarily short because at 11 o'clock, I have to hop over to X and join my buddy Kevin on the MESSINA Devs to Degens therapy session, whatever we're calling it these days. Today, we have Kometa on the space, and apparently, in which I don't know anything about, MESSINA and Kometa are partnering up in some way. So we'll find out about that today. Some alpha happening on the MESSINA space. Oh, man. I stayed up late last night. I'm beat up. I need a vacation. So what's going on? I know I saw MicroStrategy is doing like a decentralized identity using inscriptions. That's dividing the Bitcoin community. I saw MoonPay is being integrated on PayPal. I think people are making a bigger deal out of that than it is. But that's okay. MoonPay is expensive in my experience. Don't really want to use MoonPay because it's very high fees. Maybe they've addressed that. I haven't tried to use MoonPay in years. I think Bitcoin bounced back a bit. I think the markets in general sort of bounced back. Yesterday, I guess they liked that Jay Powell. Yesterday, we ended the show before he obviously the interest rate stayed the same. Powell said it's very unlikely that the next move will be an increase, and that is what everybody's latching onto. And he also said that a dramatic hit to the jobs market would warrant a rate cut. I think that's coming, folks. So position accordingly. I think that a lot of those metrics have been a bit skewed or manipulated, however you want to put it. Most of those jobs numbers are coming from the government. And I think full-time jobs are actually down. And I think more and more people are having to take on, more than one job in order to survive. And that's not sustainable because that just makes people hate their lives. Folks, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do kind of. What else did he say? He said something along the lines. I didn't actually watch it. I just read about it. But he said something along the lines of what? That if jobs, blah, blah, blah. I forget. Oh, he talked about how he is not going to be, their job is not to consider politics. If they consider politics in the election, then they have a much lower chance of being successful with their, landing at 2% inflation, which is their mandate, according to them. So, so he tried to pour cold water on the idea that they're going to make moves in order to help Joe Biden get elected. And honestly, Jerome Powell does feel like somebody that is not going to be bullied into a move by Janet Yellen. But who knows? I think the U.S. came out and said Russia used we're going to navigate the news anyway, so we'll look at all that shit. Why am I trying to recap the news? I'm like doing this weird thing where I'm trying to just remember everything when we all know I'm just going to scroll through the sites and read the articles. Anybody in the chat? How are you guys doing? Anybody here? Hello? There you are. Today's the day. What's up? Cap Hits. Good morning. Today's the day. Today's the day, man. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. You know what I'm saying? Coop. What's up, Frank? Nice to see you. Have you seen the patent circle with algo being used as a protocol to connect layer twos? I did see something about them using Algorand as an example of something. Sorry, I need to leave. Keep up, Coop. All right. Hey, Frank, thanks for showing up, man. Yeah, I did see some of that. All right, so let's just go on because we don't have a lot of time today. Only got about 20 more minutes, so let's just navigate this thing and let's see what's going on. I don't know why I'm holding my arm like this. I'm wearing a white hat. It's not usually a hat that I wear. I wore it to the game last night. Not a bad Clippers hat, right? I think it looks pretty good. It'd be weird if I had it forward right now. So let's just do it this way. All right, let's go on. Got a headache, man. All right, let's share screen. Okay. All right, so the market bounced back pretty significantly. The Dow is up 250 points. The S&P 500 is up 35 points, which is what, 0.75%. And then the NASDAQ bounced over 1%. So the markets are happy. The S&P 500 rises as Fed decides to hold rates steady. Apple's China sales in focus ahead of earnings. Wall Street is confused and divided over how many times the Fed will cut rates this year. I think we just need to see a big dip in the jobs market, and I think they're going to cut rates. I think will be their excuse to cut rates, and I bet you they know that's coming. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Trump media pushes House to probe 8 firms over short selling. Okay, don't care about that, really. The 10 years down a touch. Kremlin reacts to U.S. chemical weapons allegations. Russia aims further advance in East Ukraine. Top New York official asked by about his commitment to LGBTQ groups after conservative pressure. What does that even mean? Why are people asking Best Buy about anything like that? Why don't you just go buy a fucking computer, people? Jesus Christ. Or whatever you buy at Best Buy. A ring light. Go buy your ring light and leave. Stop asking them what they think about freaking climate change or abortion. Hey, before I buy this computer, I just want to know, you personally, as a clerk at my Best Buy, do you believe a woman has the right to choose, or do you believe it's murder? You don't agree with me. I can't buy this computer now. Thanks a lot, bitch. All right, sorry. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to Bloomberg. Turkey halts all trade with Israel over war in Gaza. This old lady is keeping a shaky hold on her job. Might be time to be replaced, old lady. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about all that. That's funny. I don't know about these weight loss drugs. Are you guys into these weight loss drugs? Because I just feel like there's something. I mean, certainly these people losing all that weight, oftentimes, especially if you're like a certain age of a man, at like late, and then you just lose a ton of weight. A lot of times you just end up looking like a strange lesbian. It's okay though. Is that a rude thing to say? All right, let's go to CoinDesk. So Bitcoin is over 59, up 3.25%. Ethereum is knocking at the door at 3,000 again. Binance coin is still up in the stratosphere. Get out of my way. Pop up. BlackRock sees sovereign wealth funds, pensions, Bitcoin ETFs. Oh, buddy, that'll be an inflow. Crypto sell-off was driven by retail investors. JP Morgan says. U.S. Senate's Karen Warren warns national security chiefs about Iranian crypto mining. Oh, buddy, go warn them. Blow the whistle. They're mining crypto in Iran. I just read about this bullshit. Okay, MicroStrategy unveils plan for Bitcoin-based decentralized identity using ordinals. MicroStrategy has already built one application using its service, Orange for Outlook, integrates digital signatures into emails to enable recipients to verify the identity of the sender. All right. The company pitched as a Bitcoin development company early this year, saying it would work on development of the Bitcoin network through financial markets, advocacy, and innovation. Strategy Orange is to provide trustless, tamper-proof, and long-lived decentralized identities using the Bitcoin blockchain. MicroStrategy holds 214,400 Bitcoin, which is more than 1% of all the Bitcoin that will ever exist. So they own a lot. But I believe that this decentralized identity on Bitcoin is a divisive topic in the Bitcoin community. Crypto market sell-off was driven by retail. We already read that. Okay. The block. Blockchain booze trading platform back. Okay, I think we already read that, didn't we? We read that yesterday. All right. Here we go. Total number of Uniswap wallets more than doubles in the past year. Bitcoin and Ether rally hinges on U.S. economic policy's ability to restrain dollar strength. MoonPay integrates PayPal to allow U.S. users easier access to crypto sales. We already talked about that. I guess that's good enough. AltLayer introduces ReAlt token in a second phase of their staking program. All right. Pantera Capital invests in blockchain. Okay. All right. Get another look at prices. I was on Wormhole and SPAC, but this is where I was yesterday. Okay. So we're neutral still. Probably bouncing back a touch. Bitcoin is now, like I said, over 59, up 3% in the last 24 hours. Still 8.5% down in the last week. Volume is okay. Ethereum is up almost 3% in the last 24 hours, down 5% in the last 7 days. Volume is low. Solana has bounced back almost 10% in the last 24 hours. XRP is a bit up, but not much. Still near that 50-cent mark. Polkadot has been doing pretty well. It's up 8.33%, over $7 again. So somebody's excited about Polkadot. Chainlink up 5.5%. Litecoin back to 80. Let's see. Stacks is hanging out above $2. It's down 24% in the last 7 days. BitTensor up over 400. Let's see. Algo. Thorchain knocking at $5 again, down 10% in the last week, but up 5% in the last 24 hours. Bonk is bouncing. Bonk bounce is happening, 15% in the last 24 hours. Flocky Flocks up 10%. Algo's below the top 60. Algo number 61, over 18 cents though. It's bounced 3%, almost 4% in the last 24 hours, but it is down 10.5%. Volume is very low. So when they get back around to this and you see this volume up to 400 million, 500 million, like we did last week or 2 weeks ago, then you'll see this bounce again. And then they're going to take it all back. So when you watch that, you might want to figure out, like, think back and think, okay, how does this usually play out? But the one time you do that, it'll just keep on running. That's the hard part, right? Let's see what ASAs it got going on. The hooker. You guys are bidding on the hooker. Look at that. Ba-do-do-do. Buddy-dee-dee. Somebody got an idea. Somebody got an idea. It's the realest world asset. I mean, come on, that's pretty good, right? RWA, the realest world asset, and that's it. Look at that, though. Somebody sent it like crazy, and then somebody's like, "Oh, okay, I'll sell that." And then probably, I don't know. Somebody's like, "No, we're sending, bro. Be scared. We're sending this thing." You got to be careful, though, folks. Whoever this is, own the whole damn thing. There's only 999 million. It's pretty good. It's fun to see. Nico's up 13%. Sus is up 50%. GORA is falling back to earth a bit, but still performing very well at 56 cents. Friend of the show. Coop Coin, definitely a friend of the show. Sideways action, but back over 3 cents. Nico up 13%, like we just said. Cometa, a little bit below 10 cents, but in the green across the board. Akita is sideways. Vote Coin, let's see, Pepe, Algo 200. Baumgartner down, Arb sideways. All right. So red wine, hooker below gold oil Inu has 128,000 market cap, almost 15,000 in stable TVL, and the volume is decent for a small cap little guy like this, almost $2,000 in the 24 hours. So let's go red wine, hooker below gold oil Inu. Badutu. Baditi. Badutu. Baditi. Anything on Twitter? Hello, Twitter. Okay, MESSINA and Cometa Hub will shake hands on a cross-chain collaboration. Stay tuned for more information or simply join our MESSINA meetup later today. Let's make some noise, guys. I believe commenting. I was opining yesterday because Doofy was like, well, why does everyone dislike Rand? And I don't think dislikes Rand. But I think that the whole little discuss to, it's worth to know the context that I believe that the Goanna team really wanted to buy Rand when they were selling it. And Kraken didn't like Benji, or doesn't like Goanna, doesn't like lizards. I don't know what the reason that Kraken didn't want to sell to Goanna, but he wouldn't sell to them, apparently. I think. I heard something like that back in the day. And so he wanted to sell to the team that was behind, which was like Zest Capital or something. Zest Bloom, Zest not Bloom, Zest Capital. Always confused me because there's too much zestiness in the Algorand ecosystem. But they wanted to buy it, and they were heavy NFT collectors, and Magash and everybody. So instead, Rand bought it, and then Goanna went on and built Shuffle because they were like, well, we wanted to have this whole thing. We were going to do this thing. We had this big plan for Rand, but they wouldn't sell it to us. We wanted that name. We wanted that brand. So they built Shuffle, but somehow the Shuffle thing kind of split the community a bit and made people think that, like, oh, the mean Goanna people are competitive with Rand, when I don't think everybody really knew the context. But then Shuffle continued to make innovative changes to a site, built a site, but not a lot of people are using it. People are just continuing to use Rand, which they didn't really develop on it at all. Haven't changed much at all. So I don't know. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Like, it just doesn't matter. Use whatever damn NFT. Just support the creators, okay? Figure out how to support the creators that you like and use whatever marketplace you want. My preference is EXA. They help support the show. They have a beautiful site. They're good people. They're doing the damn best that they can. They did a whole entire rewards program of real life things on their own dime. Like, these people are trying to do something, and they're trying to, and I think that there's a coin coming, a token coming. Like, EXA is where it's at. All right, in my humble opinion. Nothing to see here, Algo fam. Just getting notifications about Algo somewhere other than Twitter and expanding our reach in Web 2. Definitely going to 0. I don't really know what he's talking about. A-Note Music, I guess they got in a bit of trouble when they announced their ERC20 token, but I guess you're going to be able to bridge it. There's plans. I don't know, whatever. Whoever Ghost Chain News is pretty funny. I like these bear ones, man. I wouldn't mind a bear one of these. Talk about NFT creators to support. This man right here. Pyrenees Pack, Mr. Jorge and team. Let's just vote. Let's got to vote for Coop. Many Bitcoiners celebrated the attacks on crypto from the U.S. government, somehow not realizing that the same attacks would eventually come from Bitcoin, regardless of it being a commodity. The IRS, FBI, DOJ, and SEC have all attacked self-custody in the past weeks. Yep, they're going after self-custody. That's for show. This guy, after breaking the symmetrical triangle, both in price and RSI, has had a strong bounce. If the RSI is able to break 52 points and confirm it, the price will continue to rise. Let's go. Keep rising, please. I'd like that. All right, let's go back. We're good. All right, folks, it's time for me to go to X and join the MESSINA space. Thanks for showing up. Tomorrow we'll recap the week. We'll have a good time. I'll have enough time. I'll be here on the dot at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have a full hour for the show. And that's that. Let's see. Wait, is Algorand actually used? I thought they were just saying Algorand was a layer 1. I need to read that patent. Yeah, I need to go back and read that. 2, isn't Turkey's currency broken? Surely they need to trade. Their currency is definitely broken. Tickle the like button. Tickle that thing, man. Tickle the like button, bro. I also think when the community manager moans about the chain they're on for 6 months, it puts people off a bit. Yeah, he got real negative really fast. Like, in a way where it was just like, okay, you don't like Algorand anymore. Okay, you like Sol and shitcoins now. But it was just like what put me off wasn't that he now likes Sol and shitcoins. I mean, go be free and be ye. It was this like this idea that he needed to be now the protector of Sol against the mean algo maxis, the delusional algo maxis. He needed to teach the lesson that what algo maxis are doing is holding the chain back. And I'm just like, bro, look, nobody knows what they're doing. Certainly you don't. I don't even know what I'm doing. So I just kind of didn't want to hear it, but that's okay. All right, folks. Hey, look, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for